everyone. Good morning and happy Thursday. We're almost there for the weekend. We have a very interesting topic today, and the topic is hair care. So I know a lot of us are obsessed with our hair. So come on, ask all the questions. What are the reasons? Why do we have the hair fall, hair thinning, and what are the natural remedies for hair care? So that's what we are going to talk to who is joining me right now, and she specializes in skin and hair care. So come with your questions. She should be joining me in 1 second. Some of the topics we're going to cover today is what are the reasons for the hair fall, and how can Ayurveda help? Is there a correlation between the dosha and the hair fall? So I'm just waiting for Dr. Bhavna to join me. There she is. Hi, Dr. Bhavna. How are you?
Hi. Hi.
Well, welcome. Yeah, welcome. I was just telling our viewers we have a very interesting topic today, and we are talking to Dr. Bhavna Manoj, who is joining me, and she specializes in skin and hair care. So we are going to be starting with the Dr. Bhavna, welcome, and let's just start with the underlying reasons for hair fall. Why do our hair start falling? And for some people, there is more hair fall than any a normal person.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you so much for letting me come and have a speech. So let us now talk about the hair care, and because a lot of people get so much confused about all this. So the
Yeah.
general causes, for the hair problems are first of all the improper nutrition, because nowadays people get so much confused with the proper amount of nutrition, and they just depend upon all the binging food habits, and as we say in Ayurveda, being the negative or the contraindicated foods, which is called as viruddha ahara in Ayurveda.
Okay.
These negative food habits and also the unhealthy diet habits, along with the lifestyle management, like they're not having a proper amount of circulation of their body, no exercise, and all these can actually lead up and be a first important problem. And also is the hormonal imbalances, like basically talking about the females. The hormonal imbalances are having a lot of impact in the normal hair problems. So that can be related to any kind of secondary health conditions, if you say PCOD or PCOS conditions, and also the thyroid problems, where all the female hormone systems are getting a bit more deranged. So all these can also lead to some kind of causes, one of the important causes in hair problems. And also there are a lot of conditions like the scalp infections, including the, like if you say lichen planners or psoriasis conditions, and even general kind of
Yeah.
fungal infections can even cause one important factor, this hair problems. And that not for the hair externally is also factor. And one most important factor for all of us really is stress. So stress is such a bad
Yeah.
impact on the hair care, and people feel to accept it and understand it, but the stress has a very big impact, and a negative impact to the hair problems. And also there are times where people have problems like anemia because of some kind of loss of blood, and also deficiencies like conditions of calcium deficiencies. So all these can actually variations of causes in general hair problems or hair fall problems. Yeah.
Okay. So there are a lot of factors like, your network connection is not as clear. So I just want to repeat it a little bit for our
Yes.
viewers. So Dr. Bhavna
Yeah.
said there are a lot of reasons. There are nutritional deficiencies, hormonal imbalance, like especially for women if they have PCOS, PCOD, or even thyroid issues. Improper
Yeah.
diet. Like she talked about, contraindicated diet. If you want to have fish with milk or some of the other things, that the food items that don't go
Yeah.
together if you don't pay attention, your lifestyle, right? And stress, which all of us are. I think all of us are guilty of being stressed out,
Yeah.
especially during
Exactly.
COVID. So let's move forward a little bit and talk about. Yeah, I know your video is getting a little bit stuck.
Really?
So now it's better. Now it's better. Now it's better. Okay, so let's talk about Ayurveda in particular. So Ayurveda is a very personalized type of system, medical system. It relies on each and every individual constitutional. So how does that impact dosha? Different doshas and hair fall. How does that work out?
Yeah. Actually, basically talking.
Mhm. Your videos, your network connection doesn't seem to be very good because your voice is getting stuck. I mean, your face is getting stuck actually. Um, I don't know what to do right now because let's wait for a moment. And I really appreciate. Okay, so Bhavna, Dr. Bhavna, can you repeat it? We didn't hear anything at all what you said because your voice is getting stuck. So I don't know. There's something wrong with the network connection. Okay, can you repeat everything? Can you please repeat? Um, okay, just go with the audio. You can just go with the audio and not show, turn off the video. It's okay because people just want to hear and then I can repeat it. It's okay. You can just go with the audio if you know how to do that. I'm so sorry. There seems to be a network issue. I know. It's not audible to me as well. I'm just trying to see if. Okay, so can you just go with the audio part, Dr. Bhavna?
Yeah, sure, sure. I guess I'm audible right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure. So there are, yeah.
so let's
So
start with
there
the
are
dosha part.
actually,
We didn't hear anything what you
yeah.
said from the dosha. Okay.
Sure, sure. I will. Yeah. So there are three doshas in Ayurveda, which generally is the Vata dosha, the Pitta dosha, as well as the Kapha dosha. So every body constitution is different accordingly, and each and every hair constitution is very much different. So if you say
Okay.
what are the symptoms in general Vata dosha patient, the patient or the person would be having very frizzy hair, very dry hair, and not at all shiny and everything. And if you say in Pitta dosha conditions, the patient would be having some kind of discolorations, would be brown and would be scaly, would be not having proper amount of color or complexion, etc. And if for patients or persons with kapha dosha, they would be having some kind of prone conditions to dandruff problems, as well as it would be very sticky hair, and all that kind of symptoms generally happens with this kapha dosha. So as per Ayurveda, if you talk about the each and every treatments are different, and the treatments whatever we do is also based upon this tridosha features or the factors. That's how it goes with the tridosha in Ayurveda. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
so now let's talk a little bit about what can we do, like in terms of herbs, in terms of oils. And this is a general discussion. This is not a medical advice, guys. We are just talking
Yeah.
on a very general terms. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure. So generally, people also are so keen about the Ayurvedic herbs being talk about the hair care. So there are many in number. Like if you started from the general flowers or the beautiful flowers of hibiscus, the aloe vera, and the brahmi, the ashwagandha, and yashti madhu. So all these are the Ayurvedic herbs which I'm talking about, and also like the methi seeds, which are very helpful, the neem leaves, and the one important one is triphala. So Triphala is the three ones, that is the Amlaki, Vibhidaki and Haritaki, what we call, and that is one of the best medicine which you can give in Ayurveda. And also herbs like as I said, aloe vera, Amlaki, that is Indian gooseberry. So all these have a great impact. And again, it depends upon the dosha constitution of each and every person. And so accordingly, we used to give it for the patients. And all these are the general herbs which we generally
Yeah.
give in hair care in Ayurveda.
And what about the oils? When I go to the market, I see Bhringraja oil
Yeah.
and this Thanda oil. I mean, there's so many oils. It's very confusing. Like, what should I buy for
Yeah.
me? So maybe just give us a general overview of oils.
Yeah, sure, sure. So again, people become so confusing. When they get in to see an advertisement, they get to see Brahmi, and the next ad they will be seeing hibiscus. So it's very bit confusing
Yeah.
again. But the thing is, again, according to Vata dosha, according to Pitta dosha, and according to Kapha dosha,
Yeah.
we have different types of oils that we can generally prescribe to patients. So it's always better to go for a consultation with an Ayurvedic physician, because you can get a better idea.
Yeah.
So the oils, like if you can go for oils like Brahmi, as you said, the Brahmi Taila or the Bhringaraja Taila, all these are really very enriching and helps to improve the color, the complexion of the hair, as well as the texture. So it's really very helpful for Vata kind of patients to have oil massage and with these kinds of oils. And if for persons talking about the Pitta dosha, you can have or use oils including the neem leaves, the yashti madhu, the lodra, etc. So all these are kind of cooling in nature. So as Pitta is compared to heat body, you can go for drugs which are cooling in nature. So you can go for that. And for other oils, also we can go for in the Pitta conditions. And accordingly, you can divide and decide the dosages also.
So what you're recommending is the first step is the really
Yeah.
for all of us not to understand our constitution in detail before we start taking herbs, before we start putting all kind of topical oils, before we start putting anything on our hair, right? And all
Yeah.
these hair masks and I mean, all of us do that,
Yeah.
right? So that's the first step you're suggesting.
Yeah, obviously. So it's all about, like, accordingly to the dosha constitution again, you have to select it. So we also have as you said, the hair mask and the hair shampoos also are easily available in Ayurveda. Like
Right.
if you say in generally here in India, people generally depend upon the hibiscus leaves. So all these are very, useful as well as herbal parts to which act as a kind of conditioners. So people are more prone to use some kind of organic conditioner. So yes, these Ayurvedic herbs are really very helpful. If you say the amlas, the Indian gooseberries, or the bringaraj, and also the aloe vera. So there are n number of Ayurvedic herbs that can be added to your diet accordingly. So all these, it's all selective upon the type of the dosha, a
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
more.
And the point
Yeah.
that you're making is not only just, like we apply makeup on the top and apply, all of us are like that, but the system has
Yeah.
to be cleaned up, right? Our system,
Yes.
the internal system, and that's the
Yeah.
emphasis that you are saying that has to be
Yes.
cleaned up for our
Yes.
hair oil or for our hair and the skin to
Yeah.
be healthy, right? That's what I'm understanding.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the base of Ayurveda, because Ayurveda generally cleans up the root cause.
Yeah.
And in hair care in Ayurveda, if you talk about, the first thing is detoxification, because you need to cleanse your body, you need to flush out the toxins inside. So just loving your hair externally won't do. You have to love your body internally too, so that you flush out all the negativity from your body and then accept, so that your body would be light enough as well as energetic enough to accept whatever you are going to gift your body. And secondly is the rejuvenation, because that also is really very important for your body to nourish and flourish, as well as the all the Ayurvedic treatments which you will be following. So that all makes a proper set of hair treatment in Ayurveda.
So someone is asking a question about Ayurvedic medicine for androgenic alopecia. I don't, maybe you can talk general stuff, not specific.
Yeah, we do have, but again, it is all dependent upon the dosha constitution again. So
Yes.
as we are, we generally give importance to the general, the small topics around. So
Yes.
again, if you go for an consultation with an Ayurvedic physician, you will be more giving importance to the dosha constitution. Then they'll go for the Prakriti analysis of your body. So all these are the step-by-step basis, which leads towards a proper hair care in Ayurveda. So it's all a group of things that happens in group.
No,
Yeah,
no, I understand. And is there any common
yeah.
medication though? Just off the
Yeah,
shelf?
again, yes. Yeah, obviously. Like for no problems like Vata and Pitta relating oils can be used, Bringaraja oils can be used, as I said, the internal detoxification is also
Yeah.
very important in conditions. So
Okay.
that medicines like that, if you say Triphala Churnam can be given as a daily detox to your body, so that it keeps your body under control internally too and reduces the heat and everything.
Got. And detoxification is a huge topic on Panchkarma, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And that is a completely
yeah.
different topic. So
Again.
hope we answered this question. So now let's talk a little bit about the difference between the hair loss and hair fall,
Yeah.
right? They're two different things.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is also, a question that most of the people get confused about, like what is hair care and what is hair loss.
Yeah.
So hair loss is actually very different from hair fall.
Yeah.
So in one condition where we say in hair fall conditions, generally that happens for all of the people.
Yeah.
For per day, a person would be having 40 to 50, strands of hair falling out. So
Yeah.
people get tensed about.
Yeah.
But let me take this, platform to tell, like most of the people, if you're having the hair problems or hair loss more than 100 strands per day, then you have to give importance to. So that is the thing, what you have to give importance, and that reasons can be many. That what we talked in the earlier, no, what are the
Yeah.
causes? The same are the causes for hair fall
Yeah.
problems,
I
and
see.
then if you're not controlling it, it leads to a much more higher platforms of problems.
Okay. So someone is asking a
Yeah.
question about the diet. What kind of diet you
Mhm.
advise for good hair growth?
Yeah, yeah. So this is again a gross topic, but it is really a nice question. So diet is also equally important as the medications, if you say in hair care, because you need to take a diet which is having lot amount of water content first of all, because water helps you to detox your body again, and that is the easiest way to detox your body. So that too, and foods and vegetables, whatever is having this content is helpful, and avoiding foods which are too spicy, too fried items, and especially tamarind or curd. All these can be avoided from your diet, and instead you can take buttermilk, you can take fresh fruits, you can take cucumber salads, you can take green leafy vegetables like, if you say, drumstick leaves, spinach, broccoli, etc. So you have a large variety of vegetables and fruits again, if you talk about the diet in hair care.
Okay. I think that's very
Yeah.
helpful. I didn't know that curd is not good for hair. All of us,
Yeah,
especially,
that,
used to
yeah.
having curd every day, yogurt every day. I mean, most of the
Mhm.
households,
Yeah.
especially in India, for that
Yeah.
matter.
You can actually, change that diet of curd into buttermilk, because buttermilk is again a bit more cooling to your body. So you can add coriander leaves, ginger into it. So that digestion is also well, because Ayurveda says that the main important cause for all the health problems is digestion. So
Yes.
that too you need to take care about. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so well, this is a question that's not applicable to hair. I'm sorry, someone is asking about the throat problems. This is a hair issues. We're talking about the hair issues. So if you have any questions relating to hair care, we are we are happy to take it. Anything else? Anyone has any feedback? I saw quite a few people join. Sorry, we had some technical network issues. It's fine. You're welcome to ask any questions, any feedback. Anything else you'd like to add, Dr. Bhavna, before we wrap up?
Yeah, so again, all these are the things which you generally take in care and consideration, and we also do have a part of panchakarma therapies in Ayurveda, as well as a lot amount of treatments that happens. So the treatments are also really very important for treatments, both external and internal care. But I just want to give importance to the internal care that people are not that aware about. So internally love your body rather than just taking care about external hair care products or oils. All those are important, but do love your body internally too, so that your body will respond back like anything.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, some other question is coming. Someone just joined right now. I'm so sorry. We can we can repeat the similar topic again. If you want to listen to it, we are almost on the time. Someone so someone is saying someone is losing a lot of hair, and he or she is only 18. So this should be probably, like Dr. Bhavna is saying, maybe internal problem. Someone is asking, is curd acidic?
Okay. Curd, it's not about being acidic. Curd is actually a bit more heat in nature. So it will again, the more chances to increase the heat content of your body. So instead of curd, you can better go for buttermilks. That would be a bit more cooling. So you can add curd. It's not that you have to completely avoid. You can, but compared to curd, buttermilk is a better option in this condition.
Yeah. I also want to add one thing. Triphala is also good for digestion, right? I mean, that's what.
Yes.
And so Triphala has multiple benefits. Not only it's good for digestion, but it's also good for hair care.
Yeah. Triphala is actually such a medicine which I consider as one of the best medicine in Ayurveda, because it has tremendous effects. As you say, it has good effects in skin, it has good effects in digestion, it has good effects in hemorrhoid conditions, and even in eyesight problems. So Triphala is one of the best medicine for eyesight problem. So yes, it is one of the best and the beautiful medicine which I have come through in Ayurveda.
And it's safe. Is it safe for all of us to take it on a daily basis, like a little bit of,
yes,
in a powder form or in a liquid form? I mean, how should we take it?
It is actually, again, it's okay to take, but it would be again good if you consult a doctor before taking Triphala churnam. But Triphala churnam is actually really beneficial. Like you can take it with warm water. And again, Triphala tablets are also available. So a bit more palatable would be the Triphala tablets, because Triphala is a bit distaste, but it's really very beautiful apart from that. So you can use the powders with warm water and like before bedtime, you can have.
Okay. Any other questions and feedback before we wrap up? So the underlying, just to summarize, Dr. Bhavna is saying that focus on your internal cleansing, and which all of us really don't pay much attention to. We are always focused on the external beautification and not internal cleansing, because we can't see our body from internally what it looks like. So that's the underlying message. Should I wrap up? Anything else? Last, anything else you want to add up before I wrap up?
No, I think we have added enough of most of the informations regarding to hair care. So if anyone want to ask any questions, we are open to reply back.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today. And if you have any more questions, you are welcome to DM us. And then if you want this topic to be done in more detail, we are happy to do a little bit more formal presentation on FB Live where we do that. Well, thank you so much, and take care of your hair and take care of your internal body. That is the underlying message. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.